everywhere I go across my district. People are hungry for change. They want to see lawmakers willing to put them first in a demonstrable way. This isn't going to solve all the challenges our nation faces in a day, certainly not. But taking one action to say, when I'm in a briefing about the fact that Russia may invade Ukraine, when I'm in a briefing about some pandemic on the other side of the world, I am thinking about you. I am thinking about what this means for my job as your representative, and not anywhere in my mind am I considering about, the call I might make to a stockbroker. It's very straightforward.
Ethics reform. I know it is not the most sexy thing for us to talk about, but we got to get into this. The corrupting force of money is real in politics today in the United States of America, and it is just not about citizens united, money being speech and allowing the people who have the most money to have the largest speech. It is also about how members of Congress can trade stocks that are linked to or overlap with the committees that they serve on. Who knew? We knew. And it is happening time and time again. So there are about 100 members who, through their reports, revealed that they are, in fact, or their spouse or someone else close to them, their closest family members, are trading in stocks that are linked to the committees that they sit on. How about that? And so here we are. Speaker Pelosi is still blocking the vote on a bill that would ban stock trading among members and their spouses. And there is no surprise that this is done in a very bipartisan way. You want to talk about bipartisanship? They can't have bipartisanship on any other thing that benefits the American people. But when it comes to edifying themselves financially, bring on the bipartisanship. Let's go deeper.
What I can tell you is this. If the speaker wanted to bring it for a vote this week or this month, she certainly could.
And make no mistake, this is privileged information that members of Congress who engage in this practice, they're utilizing to increase the wealth of themselves and that of their families in a way that is, in fact, wrong all day long, wrong all lifelong. They should not be able to do this. Big Mama, Big Daddy can't do it. Why are they able to do it?
There are many industries, many places, many journalists who, in fact, can't buy or sell individual stocks because of the potential conflict of interest, depending upon the subject matter that they cover. Our counterparts in the executive branch over at the White House, they have significant limitations put on their financial holdings.
In an article written by Common Dreams, they lay out, because we're going to go deep on this, they lay out the rules, that how they're breaking current rules and how the rules must be strengthened. We need laws, not just rules within Congress. But under the 2012 Stock Act, members of Congress are permitted to buy and sell stocks, bonds, and other financial instruments, but they cannot trade on inside information, and they must disclose within 45 days any transaction worth more than $1,000 that they or their immediate family members made. Now, who we fooling? They allowed to trade, and they can't use the information that they just learned in committee. Now, we know good and daggone well that they are, in fact, using this information. So the 2012 Stock Act has too many loopholes in it. And so we need another law to be stronger and just say flat out, if you are a member of Congress, you cannot trade in stocks, and neither can your spouse. Now, pick or choose. If you want to trade in stocks, don't be a Congress member. But if you want to be a Congress member, we're not going to allow you to do this. It's just that simple. It's easy. I don't understand why they're making this so complicated. But no, yes, I do. I do. And you do too. We're going to keep on going deeper. During a recent interview on this issue, Stephanie Ruhle of MSNBC states the following. She said, it's easy to be sleazy. And she is absolutely right. It is easy to be sleazy. And she continues to ask the question, why can't the Congress pass a bill to not allow the members and their immediate family to be able to trade in stocks? Let's take a listen.
It's legal to be sleazy, especially in this case for members of Congress. She wrote this legislation in 2020. Nancy Pelosi has had months and months and months to bring this thing to the floor. September 30th, that's when you all go on recess. You got a little over 2 weeks. Is there any chance Speaker Pelosi brings this thing to a vote? You can't blame Republicans on this one.
Our legislation That's right.
So there we have it, folks. A Congress that is unwilling to check itself. And that is why I am so glad, and you should be too, that there are watchdog groups out there watching this and reporting this and making sure we know what is really going down in that Congress. And the members who are standing up for this, thank God for them as well. One of them is Senator Elizabeth Warren, and I want to quote her here. Let's let her have the final word on this subject. She said, "No one should have to wonder whether their member of Congress is working for the public interest or their own financial interests." Amen to that, Senator Elizabeth Warren. We must continue to push and check these fools, because this is absolutely wrong for them and their family members to benefit in this way. They need to go ahead and pass that legislation. All right, until next time, let's keep the faith and let's keep the fight.